fellow Imperians, and welcome what is supposed to be special because today we have a podcast ready with a very interesting topic. After a small discussion with Shade, we decided to discuss Dream SMP because he keeps on talking about it, and I have no idea what Dream SMP is about. So, yeah, you will get my reaction to something that is new to me, and Shay's reaction with burning passion to what is to be our debut in terms of podcasts. So, as a background, we have amazing droppers from Preston Place, or at least I heard so. So let's try to play some droppers and discuss Dream SMP. What do you think, Shade?
Sounds like it'll be a fun time. Let's get going.
Yes, and before that, don't forget to like this video. Comment down below what would you like us to maybe discuss next time and on the podcast. And of course, don't forget to subscribe because most of you are not subscribed to the channel. So stop cheating and subscribe. Okay, so what is Dream SMP all about?
So, Dream SMP started by Dream, Sapnap, and George just making a survival world in Minecraft. A lot of the rules were very anarchy. You could steal, you could break people's stuff. And originally, it was just a live stream series between those three individuals. As the server went on, they added more and more individuals to slowly join. The big one being Tommy Innit. I believe that was about a week or so after the server started, or a few days. And what he did was he brought a much more emotional side to what was originally just a survival Minecraft experience.
Interesting. So could you tell me something more about Dream? Because I heard that he got very big, very fast last year. So perhaps you would shed some light on it for me. So you were saying that Dream got very big very quickly because he did few things right. But what were those things that he did right?
Well, Minecraft speedrunning was a really good way he started off. He
Yeah.
got multiple world records on multiple versions. Even to this day, he still does Minecraft speedrunning. But outside of that, he created the Minecraft Manhunt series, which blew up. What was the other ones? He did Minecraft Conspiracies, as well as he did like seed hunts. Like one of the big things that happened when Minecraft resurged was PewDiePie's seed.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Dream
right.
was yeah. And Dream was one of the individuals who found PewDiePie's Minecraft world seed.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. What were the consequences for PewDiePie when people found out, thanks to Dream, about his seed?
I mean, not much really. It was like PewDiePie wanted to release his seed after the Ender Dragon fight, so it wasn't the worst thing that could have happened, but it was definitely not something he expected to happen. And the way it was found was just through coordinates and mapping of certain, high level things like dungeons and whatnot. But the big thing was it grew Dream tremendously from what it was.
Oh yeah, definitely, because he was holding precious information that millions sought after, so there is no surprise that if someone held such a power and such information, he would blow up very quickly.
Yeah. But, I'll put all that together and his constant upload schedule, the guy hit it off really well on the YouTube. And eventually, he got to make his own series, got Manhunt being one of the most prevalent. Then he also had Minecraft butt challenges, all sorts of stuff for Y Dream, took off.
Yeah, for me, what was the most interesting is when we explored stories for Technoblade, who, as you told me, was part of Dream SMP and is.
Yep.
Yeah, Technoblade was more interesting for me in terms of content because I really liked when you showed me the Potato King Wars.
The Potato Wars, yeah, poggers.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably the best videos I've watched on Minecraft to this day so far.
Definitely. Yeah, they're awesome. But yeah, going back to the Dream SMP content, Tommy Innit joined the server, became a super, popular due to his bringing of emotion into, well, otherwise just a average survival server. The first big instance of that was he got 2 disc, Cat and Melahide, and he treated them like gold. They were his most prized possession.
Oh, I see where this is going. Did they get stolen?
Uh, yeah, I mean, out of nowhere, Dream kind of just wanted them. So,
Just for the sake of
so they,
it.
yeah. So they had what was the first war on Dream SMP, the the Disc War, very creatively named. So they fought over these 2 discs and for freedom, as they claim, from the tyrant, which was Dream. And
Sounds very familiar if you put it in
it
perspective.
it ended with Tommy willingly giving the disc to Dream, in return getting a small plot of land, which they called Lamanberg, or I think it was just called Manberg originally. I know there was a name before they added the La part to it,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
yeah. So they did Lamanberg, and one of the popular Minecraft content creators, Wilbur Soot, he joined Tommy's side because when Tommy was invited, a lot of other Minecraft individuals were invited, one of which being Wilbur.
I wanted to ask you before we continue with all of the history and everything.
Okay.
Who else from the more known YouTubers or streamers got to the Dream SMP? Because from what I heard, many people that joined in were unknown to the community, and thanks to Dream, they blew up tremendously. So if you want to
Yeah,
get big in Minecraft community, it's lucky for you to get to Dream SMP.
yeah, no, that's true. Some of the big ones,
Tommy in it,
some
of
of the
course.
yeah, Tommy and Wilbur Soot, Dream himself, Sapnap, George Not Found. There's plenty in the original cast that still had like huge viewer bases and whatnot at the time. I think in the beginning the smallest people were like Eric and Tubbo.
Uh-huh. I mean,
But
let's be honest. If I succeeded to get myself in Dream SMP with you, yeah, that would be the best thing that could happen to our channel. But
that'd be cool.
yeah, I don't know how that would work. But more on that topic and daydreaming later. I assume you finished your dropper.
Yeah, I did. I'm just collecting coins.
Okay. Shall we? I will pick the next one. Okay. We'll swap it
Yeah,
up.
sure.
We will swap it always like easy, medium, hard.
Yeah, what do you
In
want?
cycle, and then last two will be expert. Okay.
Oh, is this one hard?
We have hard and extreme. Expert. Sorry.
Which one was ice cream? Ice cream was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frosted freefall. So
Okay.
I assume you would like to continue.
But
Ouch.
Yeah. So when Wilbur joined the server, they made a bit of a. They made a drug van.
Why?
Well, because they wanted to exploit people for brewing stands. They were gonna sell drugs.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And so there was a bit of a battle waged over that where Tommy and Wilbur were put into jail for a bit. And Eric betrayed them. It was definitely a fun little experience to watch. It ended up with Manberg being claimed as an independent state. But the rule was, they had to stay within their, at the time, very small country borders.
What do you consider small country borders? Like, how many blocks are we speaking? roughly.
For like 4 or 5 people, it was like 150 by 150.
That's decent size, mate. You can build a
Mm,
whole city on that.
you really can't, but by all means, that was the expectation given.
I could do
But
that in my sleep.
but yeah, no, I ended up with. Did you finish the dropper?
Yeah, I did. Like a
Nice.
few minutes ago.
A few minutes. We've been on this thing for like a minute.
You did it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you here.
I'll be down there.
Don't worry.
But yeah, so Lemanberg was formed, and they built these giant black stone brick walls. They had their little logo and everything. It was like a little community. A bunch of rules were made, like you can't wear armor in the city. But yeah, I mean the other big thing that happened was they created a religion.
Religion?
Yeah, the Church of Primes, because they're all Twitch streamers, or the majority of them streamed on Twitch. They needed them Prime subs, so they made a church where you ring a bell, and if you ring the bell, you're supposed to sub with Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Interesting.
that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I'm just confused a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the most. Doesn't make the most sense, but you know it worked.
How did you land
So-
there?
Where do you see me?
I see you on the middle level.
I am on the middle level. I'm quite smart.
Did you
But,
wait for your HP to replenish and you go down one by one?
I would never do that.
I
would
mean,
never wait for my H.
I'm gonna finish this level if you don't mind, and I'm gonna buy you something. What about that?
You could do that.
Nice.
But
Okay, I'm
No,
waiting
the
here for
way-
you.
be there in a minute.
Okay, so continue with the story. Yeah, right.
But so yeah, they made the Church of Primes,
Uh-huh.
and up and down. But the thing about it was, that like the church does not come into play very often. They have a priest, I believe, but in the form of puns, but he doesn't do much.
Okay.
But no, plenty of people join the server, and all sorts of little stuff
Come here.
happens. So where's my gift?
Here.
What? Cool. I get his merch.
Yeah, you get his merch. It's better than being just Steve, you know.
That's fair.
Your time to pick hard.
Oh god, that's a big hard.
Yep.
Time machine seems fitting.
Time to machine.
Oh, you gotta
Oh,
go through gears.
I don't think that's how we are supposed to do it, but yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, no, we're supposed to walk off at some point, you know.
Yeah.
From these platforms, I think. Uh-huh, I found interesting way down. It's symmetrical, that's good. So, would you mind continuing your story?
Of course. My grandiose story.
Yeah.
Oh. But so yeah. But because Wilbur was the self-proclaimed king or president or leader of Lemanberg.
You say self-proclaimed. Is it like they agreed to it afterward, or just
Well, no,
he was
just
the only
because-
person that called himself
Well,
that way?
Yeah, well, because he was the guy who, you know, did all the stuff in the beginning. They were like, you know what? Yeah, you could be the leader. But there was people who didn't really recognize him as a leader. So you know what he did? He did what every great leader does. They held an election.
And he won anyway.
And no,
Who won then?
well, let me go a little bit into the story there, but he didn't actually expect anyone to run against him originally. He kind of just expected it to be, like how certain countries in the real world operate, where they say it's an election, but if you vote for someone else, you suddenly disappear.
I see. Clever.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
I
You can't you can't go down there though.
Yeah, I figured that out the hard way. But
Did you hit the green thing on the bottom?
oh yeah, I hit the green thing. But what the hell am I gonna do here? Wait, wait, I'm stranded.
How did you get yourself stranded?
Ah.
Or I shouldn't ask.
You should not ask.
I see. So we're cheating this. No,
Yes.
I'm not cheating this. I'm gonna do it legit.
Sure. Go ahead.
I say
gonna have
that,
fun.
but I got slammed.
So yeah, the election comes around, and multiple people are actually running against Wilbur. Like Quackity, he made a party.
Mm-hmm.
George Not Found was going to be his vice president, and for Wilbur Soot, he had Tommy in it as his vice president in order
Yeah.
to help with presidential duties.
Uh-huh.
And the election came around, and in order to help send their message home about what they wanted to be, each candidate was allowed to have someone speak on their behalf.
Uh-huh.
So Wilbur got Jay Schlatt to speak on his behalf.
How did that go for him?
Well, not very well. Jay Schlatt realized he could be his own president. He could run on his own party.
Oh.
So he made Jay Schlatt 2020 to try to win the election himself. And that didn't go very
ultimate
well.
betrayal.
The ultimate betrayal, yeah. What a guy, am I right?
Remind me if ever we join any elections with this guy. Remind me to not trust him, okay?
Yeah, 100%. But so yeah, that was what happened. And then on the night of the election, Wilbur Soot and Tommy Innit were really worried about losing to Jay Schlatt. So they went to Quackity and said, "Hey, let's pull our votes together." And Quackity was about to say yes, and then realized that they were only using him. So Quackity made a last-minute decision that he would give all of his votes to Jay Schlatt, no matter what, making them the two-man party. So the election comes around, and I believe it was like 250,000 people voted. And
okay,
it was like
yeah.
7% was for Coconut 2020, which was made by Wilbur's canonic son, Fundy.
Canonic
Jay
son.
Schlatt. Yeah.
Could you elaborate on that one?
Well, the Dream SMP is a story. After Tommy.
So basically, roleplay.
After Tommy did the whole disc stuff, they made it about like storylines and character development and things along that line. So there's weird family connections in the Dream SMP that don't make a lot of sense when you look at them too closely, but you know what? It's true. And one of them is Wilbur has a son named Fundy.
Fundy?
Yeah. He's like he's a YouTuber who I believe did a bunch of coding and Redstone stuff.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so that was Wilbur's like canonic son. He was running against him.
This level?
Yeah. I'm almost at the bottom.
Oh my goodness. Really?
100%. I actually can see the water. Wilbur's son, who joined, I believe, the night before the votes were taken, so he didn't have a very long campaign, got 9% of the votes. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was Wilbur and Tommy got 41% of the votes. Quackity got 31, but then Jay Schlatt got like 10.
How did he get
So-
only 10?
Well, he did also join like a week before the votes were held, so there's a lot more of a campaign for the other Quackity and Tommy and Wilbur over Jay Schlatt. He came out of left field and just was like, I'm going to start my own party.
Interesting.
Yeah, so technically Wilbur and Tommy won, but because Quackity made the last minute decision to pool any votes he got with Jay Schlatt, they were 1% higher than Wilbur and Tommy, making Jay Schlatt the president of Lemanberg. And his first decree as president was to banish Wilbur, Soot, and Tommy Innit from Lemanberg.
What a guy.
Yeah. So Tommy Innit and Wilbur Soot went into exile. They started living in a ravine. But this is the time when Technoblade joined. And Technoblade, according to the Dream SMP, has one goal, and that is anarchy. He does not like governments, and he does not think they should exist.
Yeah.
So, with the president of a country now there, Technoblade joined up with Wilbur Soot and Tommy Innit to take over Lemanberg.
He did a very good job, I guess.
Yeah. They started what was called Pogtopia, which was just a giant. Yeah. Which was just a giant ravine full of like potatoes and really bad gear. And while drama and infighting was happening in Lemanberg and Pogtopia, Technoblade, he went on his own and he gathered full sets, multiple, like 4 or 5 of netherite armor, enchanted books, maxed out weapons. And around this time is actually when Pokimane and Ninja joined Dream SMP.
Could we agree on the next map that you can't cheat it?
I make no promises I can't keep.
Motherfucker.
The day finally came. Wilbur was kind of going insane. And he got this
You
idea
mean
in his
insane
head.
like me right now?
No, like insane, like actually insane. You're just mad. So Wilbur gathered 11 stacks of TNT and was gonna blow. And was saying if he couldn't get back his city, he was gonna blow it up. Jay
His
Schlatt
city
took.
sounds like a proper tyrant.
Yeah. So Jay Schlatt took down the walls, made giant obsidian flags, raised the taxes for women. All the dictator stuff you'd expect.
So I assume not many women were in the Lemanberg after that.
There was like one, or I think Nikki was in there, and I think I don't know if Puffy was there. I don't think so.
What was Dream doing through all of this?
Well, Dream, he agreed during the Discord that Lemanberg was not his. It's not his problem, not his land.
But what was he doing with this?
Yeah. So him, George, Sapnap, and a few other people made what they called the Greater Dream SMP, which they just have a little castle. They take care of the Church of Primes. They have a king, and they just kind of do whatever they want outside of Lemanberg.
I see.
But then you have people. There's a lot of multi-thread storylines. Like during this time, there was also an egg that Bad Boy Halo and Skeppy were taking care of, which has only started recently to get more attention due to its implication into the main storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, there's all sorts of these little plot lines that are knitting together. But yeah, during this reign of Jay Schlatt, he constantly had people hunting down Tommy Innit and Wilbur Soot for treason. And one of the things they did is they held a festival.
I nearly made it, goddammit.
They held a festival.
Yeah?
Where it was all fun and games. And then Jay Schlatt ordered Technoblade, who was there as a special guest, to kill Tubbo, who was Wilbur and Tommy's spy. He spied on J Schlatt. J Schlatt found out, and he was not very happy. So he ordered Technoblade to kill him.
And Technoblade was like, nah, mate, I'm good.
No, he did it instantly. He had no problem doing it. He pulled the fucking trigger. In fact, he killed multiple people because he made a really OP crossbow with fireworks. And then he proceeded to murder Tubbo, J Schlatt, half the crowd, and then booked it out of there without dying.
So, you say we have casualties on one side, so let's make another one for them, so it's fair.
Yeah, and because Tommy was not happy about his best friend getting killed by Technoblade, there was a lot of infighting in Pogtopia. He was not very happy, to say the least. But nonetheless,
if I was him, I would have very mixed feelings for that, because at the same time, I would like to hug the guy because he killed the tyrant, but at the same time...
Well, unfortunately, I don't believe that was counted as a canon death, because in Dream SMP, the one big rule is you have 3 canon lives.
3 canon lives.
You can die. Yeah, you can die 3 times for story purposes before you count as like dead. Like your story's over.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure the Tubbo one was canon, but I'm pretty sure everyone else who died in that festival firework was not canon.
How many lives actually right now are left for J Schlatt?
J Schlatt, well, I'm getting to that. So the day of the rebellion comes around, Technoblade surprises everyone with like 5 sets of netherite armor, fully decked swords, like more food than they could ever imagine. So it was Wilbur Soot, Tommy in it, Tubbo, Technoblade, Quackity, and a few other people versus Carl Jacobs, Dream, J Schlatt, and a bunch of the other. I know Dream, Sapnap, and George. Well, not George. George sleeps through every event. But they all kind of, it was a little war. It was a battlefield. And it ended up with Wilbur and all of his team inside of the original drug van. And J Schlatt, well, he dies of a heart attack.
Interesting. How did he end up dying of heart attack?
Well, he had too many drugs because he went into the drug van. So he died of a heart attack.
Interesting.
He had a stroke, ending J Schlatt's canonic last life.
Really?
Yup.
How did he die first and second time?
You know, I can't actually tell you because I'm pretty sure the 3 death rule came after J Schlatt died. But yeah, so J Schlatt canonically had his only life taken from him.
That's
by having a heart
major
attack.
Middle finger to J Schlatt, like
Well,
instantly.
no, he's. Well, yeah. There was a live stream, and according to because they script the big events and everything in between is kind of up to them to decide. But in the script, it literally says J Schlatt fucking dies.
Sounds fun.
God, you're taking a while up there, huh?
Either get your ass up here and try to do it legit, or shut the fuck up and continue with the story, would you?
Okay, I'll continue with the story.
Okay,
so with
fine.
J Schlatt dead, everyone gathered at the festival area to make the new president. And Wilbur's first decree as president was to hand it over to Tommy Innit. He's like, Tommy, I want you to be president. And Tommy, not satisfied with not having his disc, because Dream still had them, gave the presidency to Tubbo.
How did that go for him?
Well, it was going pretty well. But during the celebrations, Wilbur disappeared. You see, there was a deal made between Dream and Wilbur Soot. And the deal was, whether or not they won, or whether or not J Schlatt died or lived, Wilbur was going to blow up L'Manberg with the 11 stacks of TNT that he placed underneath the ground. So Wilbur went to a little secret room and had a 1 button on it that would have blown up the entirety of L'Manberg. And last minute, Philza Minecraft, another big streamer, who is canonically Wilbur's father, joined the server to try to talk him out of it.
Did he succeed?
Fortunately, Wilbur was too far gone. Clicked the button and blew a large majority of Lemanberg.
What do you mean majority? Did he fail some
Well,
redstone?
No. It wasn't anything bad. Well, again, it was a pretty big area, being like 150 by 150. So 11 stacks. Yeah, it tore up the ground. It tore up most of the buildings. But you gotta remember, it was all underground. No one knew where it was. So in theory, you couldn't just place it in people's houses. So it mostly blew up the ground layer.
Okay.
So that created quite the pit, and people were horrified. And Wilbur, unable to live with this shame and his insanity, ordered Philza to kill him, taking his last canon life.
That's how he died, canonically.
That's how Wilbur died canonically, yes. So Philza took his sword and killed Wilbur.
Interesting.
Afterwards, though, well, like I said earlier, Technoblade, he doesn't like the sound of governments.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So you can only imagine how betrayed he felt after giving everyone netherite armor, as well as helping them overthrow the government just to see someone else get put up as president.
And blow up the city.
Technoblade, unable to, feeling betrayed, Technoblade feeling betrayed, summoned 2 withers, and then left, and then proceeded to try to kill everyone who was there.
How did it go for him?
Pretty well. Actually, the withers and Technoblade killed a lot of people.
Canonically.
I don't know about canonically. I don't think so, but a lot of people did die, and the withers did blow up a lot more of Lemanberg.
Great success, I guess.
Yeah. So with that, Technoblade was considered banished from the rebellion and from Lemanberg, and he went up to the Arctic North to have a retirement arc.
Interesting.
And that is the end.
I did it legit!
Yeah, it took you long enough. I've been down here for like 20 minutes.
Shut up, you cheater.
I did it legit too.
What a
I have recording shade. I can literally make a compilation of me passing you on the way down, how you cheat.
Oh, we're doing
Okay.
an expert? Which one did you do? Matrix Zero or Giant Labyrinth?
Matrix. Good fucking luck, and try to not cheat, perhaps.
Can I cheat this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
If I can survive this jump without dying. Okay, I might be able to. I see the glass is 1 block higher. Oh, I can.
It's quite annoying that you're cheating all the time.
Bonk. But yeah, so I guess we could talk a little bit more.
I am
So
literally
tell-
down there.
Cool.
Yeah, without cheating as well.
I didn't cheat. I just fell with style.
You're such a disappointment sometimes.
Yeah, you sound like my parents.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you, like, how do they introduce a new characters to all of this?
They have to kind of. They only add like 1 or 2 people every couple big events or something. So like
Uh-huh.
Philza was added specifically to kill Wilbur.
Oh, so they
And Techno-
add specifically for a purpose all of the people.
Yeah, I mean they stay in the story after that purpose, but like
Mhm.
Philza his big thing was to come in and kill Wilbur. That was kind of the idea.
My goodness!
Calm down. It's okay. Get good.
Says the guy who is constantly cheating.
Yeah, I still win.
Do you now?
I do.
Mm. My goodness.
But
So
so
they tend to add new people. It's just not that often.
yeah, you could say that.
I wonder what circumstances would have to happen for us to get added, like 2 of us.
Well,
Apart
I don't know.
of course getting noticed by Dream and actually getting picked by Dream.
Yeah, I mean, people like Foolish, Ranboo, and another one or two have not were people who kind of got big just by doing whatever they wanted, and Dream kind of recognized that.
Well, we're
Like,
kind
I'm
of
pretty sure.
doing whatever we want. Mm. Okay.
Hmm,
I think I cheated, gnarly.
I think you
Accidentally,
cheated.
of course.
I've been cheating accidentally this whole time.
Well, I cheated accidentally because I fell onto the glass and I survived somehow.
Yeah, it's probably just damage speed happens. But yeah, so I mean, characters get added kind of just whenever the story demands it, or for like cameo shit. Like Pokimane, she's not actually part of the story. Like she didn't do anything significant in that regard. But canonically, she did appear in the story. That makes sense. She
Slightly.
exists. She exists in the lore, but she's never done anything like story wise.
Why does she exist in the lore?
Well, because she appeared on the server. And if you appear on the server, you're canon.
Okay.
So Pokimane has appeared in canon. It's just she's never done anything like story wise, which would deem her being, canon to Dream SMP. Like
Mhm.
I don't think she'll be appearing in any future event.
Bro, what do you have to do to finish off this level?
She
No, I don't think it's cheating, that is answer.
I did it.
With cheating or without?
No, I felt legit. You saw me jumping. Dang it. Yeah, it's roughly the story of what I believe a lot of people call the first season of Dream SMP. I'm not sure actually what the seasons are at this point.
How many seasons are supposed to be there?
Well, canonically, I believe it's still season 1 because they've never like officially titled. But there's like different character arcs, so they kind of use that to divvy the shit up.
Oh.
Like I believe the first stuff of Lemamberg is considered season 1. Tommy and Tubbo rebuilding Lemamberg in season 2 is that. And then you got things like Techno moving up to Arctic, Philza moving up there with him, Ranboo joining the server.
I didn't know
and all
there
this
was
stuff.
someone moving there with him.
Yeah, no, Technoblade has a bunch of neighbors canonically in Dream SMP right now. Like Wilbur got brought back with a Magic Voodoo book.
Magic Voodoo book.
Yeah. Because the Dream got thrown in prison after trying to murder Tubbo and take everyone's prized possessions.
So the creator got imprisoned.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dream has a canonic family member who is God. And also, one of the big rules of the Dream SMP is you're not allowed to go to the end.
I made it thanks to a glitch.
Damn. Whack.
How did you do that?
Even Preston doesn't know how did you do that.
I am a magician.
So
Okay.
cheating is.
I didn't cheat on purpose.
Uh-huh.
I just fell on the ledge and it didn't register as a damage, so I fell down to water.
Can I cheese this level? I actually don't know.
No, I don't think it's cheesable. Or perhaps it is if you try so hard. So
I am me.
Okay, yeah. So should we perhaps end this video?
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, okay. Come back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's see. No, I can't buy bicycle. Fuck that. Okay. So,
How many coins do you need for a bike?
25. Okay, I will take off this hoodie. First of all. You know what?
Do 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 do
Come
do
here.
do 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 do
Nice.
do do.
Okay.
Do do
So,
do 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 do.
guys, here is the Mr. Bicycle Man, as you can see next to me.
I
Thanks
want
for
to ride.
watching. My conclusion for this whole podcast, first of all, Shade is always cheating in droppers, or at least most of the time. Second conclusion, I should probably watch Dream SMP because it sounds very interesting, but at the same time, I don't know, I'm not a very big fan of roleplay, but because I can't imagine myself doing roleplay. I don't know how it would that go down.
Adventure maps.
Yeah, it's not okay. I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. Yeah, thank you, Shade, for explaining to me what Dream SMP is. Maybe we can continue on different topic on different podcast. How about we finish this without you spinning on the bike in the background?
I'm a Beyblade.
Okay, don't forget to hit that Beyblade in the comment section. Comment down also which Beyblade you like the most. Like this video if you liked us just fooling around and talking about Dream. Also, that reminds me, you should probably subscribe, you know. Otherwise, you will be stuck in Matrix Zero level forever. So, hit that subscribe button. I'm just warning you, you know.
Mm.
And with that, I am about to leave, Shade. Seriously. That's the end of this episode, I guess. Come here.
Vroom.
No room. Come here.
Vroom. Are you doing a command, or did you just hit me out of the bike?
I hit you out of the bike, and he somehow fell out
Oh.
of the world.
Yeah. What's up, bitch? Oh, I'm too powerful.
I like this.
I can't even hit you from the bike.